Hello there. You're welcome to today's lesson. Did you know that the kind of business organization you established could mean that in times of bankruptcy or liquidation, you'd have to settle business liabilities with your personal assets? Did you know that the form of business organization you established could determine when you file your returns and as to whether some expenses will be allowed for tax purposes? At the end of this module, the objectives are to help you, our business owners, identify the forms of business organization from which you could choose. And this will help you achieve the maximum shareholder worth or value you've always desired for, and would lead to the survival of your business in this time of uncertainties and competition. Our discussions shall cover subjects like what the business organization is, the forms of business organization and their characteristics, financing options available to each form of business organization that you choose. Like every human being, businesses are born, they grow, and they die. When they are born, they are named, and their names depend on their gender. Their gender determines their characteristics, and the characteristics of these businesses influences their legal, economic, and financial status. The forms of business organization we'll discuss today are the sole proprietorship, partnership, joint venture, and the company. First, let's discuss the sole proprietorship. A few characteristics. A sole proprietorship is formed, financed, and managed by the one person who formed it, the owner, the proprietor. He's not separate from his business. And this kind of business might have employees or not. Let's talk about some advantages of choosing this form of business organization. There are 4 forms of business organization that business owners could choose from: the sole proprietorship, partnership, the joint venture, and a company. The sole proprietorship is a form of business that is formed, financed, and managed by one person, the sole owner. This form of business is not separated from the owner, that is the proprietor. The business may or may not have direct employees. There are benefits when you choose this form of business organization, like there's no mandatory formal procedure required for registration, except with the licensing with the specific industry that you operate in. Also, it enhances decision making, quick decision making, because it's only the sole proprietor making this decision, and owners enjoy all the profits alone. However, there are some downsides, Decision making is limited to the knowledge of the sole proprietor. Limited capital and the size of the business. Access to capital and other credit facilities are quite difficult with this form of business organization. Sources of finance for the sole proprietor are mainly from personal savings of the sole proprietor. At times, small loans from friends and family. And the last source would be from their retained earnings, plowback profits from the operations. Let's talk about the legal and economic implication of this form if you choose it. Well, Because of the non-existence of the separate legal status, you would have to use your personal assets to defray business liabilities when they occur. One mistake by the sole proprietor could end the life of the business. I want to know, which form of business organization have you registered so far? Could you share your experience with us? See you.